Hello, beautiful soul. You're watching ZaneTV, where you will learn how to turn fear into freedom and ignite your life. And welcome to the December energy update. I meditate each and every month and tap into the divine consciousness to bring forth messages of inspiration and upliftment for humanity about the energies that will play a major role for the month ahead. And December is no exception. So without further ado, my loves, let's dive right into the updates and get you guys going. Welcome back. My name is Zane, a light worker and transformational coach, and my mission in life is to help as many people as possible open their heart, mind, and spirit and awaken their soul so they can become the most brilliant, most productive, most confident version of themselves and achieve the things that they seek in life. For December, there are 5 messages that came forth from Spirit. They were brilliant messages, beautiful messages. Some of them are messages that we need to be aware of, and they were not meant to scare us, but more to help us be aware of some of the energies that are playing so then we can navigate them better. So let's dive into the first energy update that came forth. This energy update, when I was meditating, I got the vision of a person walking on a rope between 2 giant skyscrapers. I am honestly not surprised that the first vision for the month of December that came about was a person balancing themselves on a rope between 2 giant skyscrapers. It's because so many of us were doing our best trying to remain balanced between the craziness of 2020 and life. Because the truth to be told, my friends, is while 2020 has been probably one of the most difficult years for humanity across the globe, we still had to deal with the things that are part of our life. We still had to raise our families, make a living, take care of ourselves, make sure that no one gets exposed to all of the major things that have been down our throats for the past few months. And we're just trying to remain balanced and not sink under the weight of 2020. So my invitation for you, especially if this message is resonating with you and you feel like, oh my gosh, yes, I do feel like I am balancing on top of a giant skyscraper, or you feel that you are being drowned by the overwhelming amount of crap that is happening this year, seek balance through meditation. Spend some time by yourself going inward, even if it's 5 minutes a day at the beginning of your day, because when you do that, you set the intention and you set the vibration of your day on the vibration of balance, on the vibration of peace. And when the first vibration takes hold, then there's a better chance of the day moving in a right direction for you than if you started on the wrong vibration. And we all are familiar with the term woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Imagine if we take that energy and shift it, and instead of waking on the wrong side of the bed, we decide to wake up on the right side of the bed by simply taking charge of the first activity of the day. So before you do anything for the morning, before you tune into the news, before you turn on your Facebook and get on your email and do the things that you need to do for the day, set a time aside to bring balance, inner balance, through meditation, through exercise, through working out, through doing something that just makes you feel like you are in charge of the divine present moment that you have right here and now. And even if it's just 5 minutes a day, you will set precedent for yourself and you will have a benchmark of how to function from this day onward. That was the first message for the energy update. It's all about balance, and I feel that all of us can benefit from this message for the month of December. The second message that came about, and this one actually brought me to tears, my friends. This message was all about taking time to process everything that happened through the eye of love. This is a difficult one for many people to experience right now, because we have been put into a state of fight or flight for the past few months like crazy. And if you tune into the news and tune into all of the latest updates about how crazy 2020 has been, then you're continuously triggering your fight or flight response in your brain. So when you are in a fight or flight position, you have no room for love because you are focused on survival. You are focused on being alive. And the best way to describe it is imagine that you are being chased by a lion. During that moment, you are not focused on loving other people, on being present, on making sure that no one get their feeling hurt and being politically correct. You are being chased by a freaking lion. So you gonna run fast and you're gonna focus on your own survival. This year has put all of us in a state of continuous survival between the C word that I'm not gonna say. We all know what it is. It started earlier this year and everybody is scared of it. Between that and everything that's being pumped on the news, from the injustices that are happening to the rules and regulations that we have to abide by, these are things that are putting us in a state of survival. And when on a massive level across the globe, everyone is being triggered on a state of survival, then we're all dipping to the lowest vibrational state that we can be. And those are states of fear and anger and resentment and uncertainty. And these things don't make you feel good. These things actually shut you down and make you closed off. So the message of seeing things through the eye of love is a fantastic reminder for the month of December, because for the entire year, we've been triggered continuously to feel like the world is coming to an end and we need to be focused on survival. So this is a reminder to simply center yourself and bring the love back. My intention for anyone who seeks to bring the love back is to infuse this reading with the energy and the vibration of love. I have a huge rose quartz present with me as I'm recording this session, so then the energy and the vibration of the rose quartz is present with us. Rose quartz are amazing crystals to help heal the heart and open ourselves back up to love. So maybe take a couple minutes today and simply put your hand on your heart and imagine yourself welcoming love back to your life, welcoming forgiveness back into your life, welcoming compassion back into your life, and start to cultivate that attitude within you throughout the day, especially for the month of December, because a lot of stuff has happened this year that made us feel like things are not normal, that made us feel a little bit judgmental towards others, that made us feel like we cannot trust other people. And these things just shut you down and bring you down energetically. So I highly encourage you to take some time each and every day to cultivate love. And whenever something happens that triggers your judgment, triggers your anger towards other people, put your hand on your heart and ask, how can I operate this exact situation through the eye of love? And you will be amazed at how things transpire and how things transform in your life. And now let's transition to the third message that came about for the month of December. And this message is all about patience. The way I saw this message unfold in my meditation is I saw people literally walking upside down. It was such a bizarre scene. It was like everyone is walking like normal, but me as the observer seeing them like they are upside down. And if you're walking upside down, in reality, because there is gravity, you will see people falling. But people weren't falling in that vision. And that's when I realized, oh my gosh, while people are still moving forward in their lives, but the energy is upside down, they feel stuck. And if you're feeling stuck, it is important and paramount that you actually practice patience. Patience of what, you might ask? Zane, what the heck are you talking about? How can I be patient when the world around me is falling apart? You cannot control the world, but you can control your attitude and behavior about what's happening in the world. So if you're feeling like you're moving, but you're not moving in the right direction, and the best way I can describe it is if you are walking on a treadmill, you could walk or run as fast as possible, but you're still walking in place. And that's how many people are feeling right here and now. And it's time to practice patience. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. Be patient with how slow things are moving or how fast things are moving. And just simply know that you didn't make it this far in your life just to be left astray. It doesn't work like that. I know from my near-death experience that I had in 2013 that we are all connected to the divine consciousness that permeates all, which means we all have access to the divine. And if we give ourselves permission to process our emotions, practice patience, open ourselves up to love, find our balance, then that voice of the divine will start to to work through us, and we'll start to encounter synchronicities and signs and things that help us navigate the path with ease and poise. So please pay attention to where your patience is running thin and start to cultivate patience in your life. Maybe even write a couple affirmations on a piece of paper and repeat them each and every day. And now, my loves, let's transition to the final two messages for the energy update for the month of December, and we'll start with the fourth energy update. So for the fourth energy update, I saw the vision of two horses running. They were running as fast as possible, but they were running parallel, and one horse was a white horse and one horse was a black horse, and they were running together in unison. And when I kept meditating on that image, I couldn't help but notice how happy these two horses were and how they didn't see each other's as competition. And as they kept running and I kept meditating, I saw these two horses emerge into one horse that was strong and balanced and looked like a yin and yang horse. It was such a beautiful scene, which signified to me, many of us for 2020, we need to start bringing ourselves together with our communities, with our loved ones, with our families, with the citizens of the world. There's a lot of jarring language that's being used by the news that causes division, that make us feel like we cannot trust anyone around us. That is far away from the truth. Everything that's being pushed on all major networks in this day and age is fear-mongering, is meant to put you in a state of fight or flight, is meant to keep you stuck and keep you in the lower vibrations of fear, of doubt, of anger, of resentment, of uncertainty. Because when you're in those states, you cannot love, you cannot find balance, you cannot be patient. And that's when we become, as human beings, judgmental. And back to the vision of the two horses. If those two horses saw each other as competition, they would have not emerged completely balanced as one big giant horse. What I strongly feel that us as a human race, regardless of our color, regardless of our political views, regardless of our sexual orientation, regardless of our religion, regardless of anything that make us different, we're all united in the knowing that we are all spirits residing in bodies, and we're all having different experiences, because that's why we came here on earth, to experience life in our own skin, in our own body, in our own experience. So make sure that this year, especially before the year ends, that you bring the unity back. You extend an olive branch, because when we're united, we are stronger. When we are united, we have better chances of surviving whatever crazy thing that 2020 still has in store for us. And unity comes from one intention and one intention only: seeing people through the eye of love. If you see people through the eye of love, no matter how different they are, even if you do not agree with their behavior or what they're doing, you let them be by seeing them through the eye of love and knowing that everything will balance itself out. That's what the universe has continuously shown us. If you want to see a prime example of absolute balance, look at the seasons of the earth. Every season is meant to create balance and bring back harmony. And that leads me to the final message. And this was probably the most beautiful message that came about, because I saw the image of happiness across the globe. Literally, people everywhere around the world woke up one day, opened the door, and they all saw a huge giant rainbow. And the rainbow was visible pretty much from anywhere in the world. So I took that as a sign that Spirit is really guiding us through the month of December, that if we pay attention to where we are out of balance, if we pay attention to when and where our heart is being contracted by the news, by the upsetting information that continuously being pumped on the air, by lacking patience because we feel like we're stuck on a treadmill and we can't even move fast enough, and by remembering that we are all connected regardless of how different we are, if we do these things, then happiness and joy is in store for us. And happiness and joy starts from within. Happiness and joy does not start by things happening outside of you that make you feel happy and joy. Start to make sure that how you feel on the inside is good, so then everything on the outside start to get mirrored back to you. If you don't believe in that, please make sure you watch my video about the scale of consciousness, where I explained specifically how our inner world control our outer world, and how if we don't understand how to process our emotions and how to process our ability to feel, then we'll continuously be trapped by everything that is happening to us. Oh my goodness, I know this video has been a little bit on the long side, but it was jam-packed with wisdom nuggets, and I cannot wait to hear your feedback in the comments. So all right, my loves, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the December energy update. The highlights are as follows. Make sure that you remain balanced and you find your footing. Open yourself back up to love. Find forgiveness in your heart. Be patient. Things are moving, but they might be not moving as fast as you like them or as good as you like them to be. Remember to unite within yourself, within your family, within your community, within the world, because in unity we find healing. And last but not least, joy comes from within. And when joy is in the heart, everyone will be able to see the joy manifested on the outside. And that was the brilliant message for the 5th energy update for the month of December. And remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I release new videos each and every week, and I want you to be in the know anytime I release a new video. Thank you all for your love and support. If you would like to leave a donation, there is a link right underneath this video where you can do so. And if you haven't grabbed your meditation, please go to zanebaker.com and download the Grateful Morning Meditation to bring balance and peace and love and patience into your heart. All right, my love, till we speak again, may the rest of your life be the best of your life, and namaste.